Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a happy Tuesday to you. Cheers with this fine invisible mug. Water is especially delicious. You know, I've actually had an unusual morning in that I've not talked that much for the last 2 hours. You know, living by myself, hanging out with me and some cats, said hey to Sheriff, said hey to Despy, and now that we're live, I'm realizing my voice has not been properly warmed up. Oh, you're getting to see fresh, new, unadulterated day 9 morning voice. Let's play some Magic the Gathering. Let me talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing on this fine day. We're going to be tryharding. And the deck that we're going to start off tryharding with is an updated Temur Reclamation list that apparently I'm missing some cards for, but it's likely because the ops that are in this deck are not the ops that I own. I knew it! And we're fine. And then the sideboard, 2 Crushing Canopies. I don't own this version, but I do own the other. We're going to be doing some tryharding this fine day. I like that Monday is the is the sort of goof around, dick around day, as is historically the case. And in case any of you missed the announcement, we're using our Discord server, discord.gg/day9tv, in a deck submission channel where we're accepting deck submissions under a Monday-based theme for next Monday's show. And that theme is the following. Submit to me a 60-card best-of-1 deck that uses 3 or more different sagas. 3 or more different sagas. So we're going to get some excellent multi-saga action going. And I gotta say, I would be remiss to use the words Fun Day Monday, right? Fun Day Monday, as many of you know, is one of the things I'm most proud of, but also one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my entire fucking life. I mean, like, Jesus, that show took so much preparation every single week. But man, it was awesome. And there's been requests for games that have Fun Day Monday-esque events to them, like, you know, hell, any game I've played in the past, people are like, why don't you do a Fun Day Monday for that? And I feel like the answer is that there's very, very, very few games that actually let you, the player, kind of tell your own story and dictate the path of the game in a way that's interesting. Even something like Dota, you're knocking down towers, you're pushing lanes, you're trying to win by doing those things, right? It's not like, oh, we have a really interesting Dota build where we never push down the middle of the map. You know, there's not a wide possibility space. It's a very sharply defined set of goals. And there's lots of variety and interesting subtlety there, but it's not like you send the game down wildly different directions. And I think Magic the Gathering really has a lot of those qualities that I do like. We're going to be doing some of those Fun Day Monday-esque style things on the Mondays in the deck submission channel, once again. And today we're going to be doing a... I'm just going to be trying to climb the ladder. Let me actually go to my profile and save and exit. See what we're at. Yeah, we're at Platinum 1, so we're almost on the way to Diamond. I just have not been playing in the ranked queues, as you've been seeing me. If I had to note what some of the actual really good meta decks are, I think Temur Reclamation is up there, but it's not like super tip-top. It's really like Mono Blue Tempo, especially after Autumn Burchett won the Mythic Championship with it. Esper Control also got second in the Mythic Championship. Mono Red Aggro's just there and probably always will be, but there's also the Golgari mid-range. The Is-It Phoenix deck is showing up on some of these lists. White Splash Blue Aggro showing up on a lot of these lists. There's also this really cool Gruul deck that I've seen used in a few different ways where it's technically Gruul, but the way that it actually winds up feeling, especially with these Goblin Chain Whirlers and the lightning strikes and the shocks, is that it feels a little bit like your mono red. Like a little bit. Especially given some of the opening damage and curves. But it uses 4 unclaimed territories that says choose a creature type when this enters the battlefield, and you choose Warrior, because as it turns out, Growth Chamber Guardian is an Elf Crab Warrior. Kral Harpooner is an Insect Warrior. Gruul Spellbreaker is an Ogre Warrior. Goblin Chain Whirler is a Goblin Warrior. All these Warrior-type creatures at the low end get a ton of bonus flexibility from the unclaimed territory. But yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of stability at the top with the... It's basically like the Golgari mid-range, mono blue, white splash blue, and red aggro, and then Esper control. And there's not really that many other control decks. This deck is just freaking hilarious to me. In case you've never seen this, this is the one that we're going to be running a little bit. In terms of the early removal and early how do we deal with stuff, Syncopates, very flexible removal. An old list that I ran used Quench, but I just don't like Quench as much. Shivan Fires to blow up the creatures. Fiery Cannonade because there's enough, again, mono white, or I'd say mostly mono white, mono blue, mono red, that Fiery Cannonades can actually get some value on. But really, what the goal of this deck is to get a handful of Wilderness Reclamations down, and a Niv-Mizzet down, and then cast Expansion Explosion to Gatling Gun for a billion. It's really, really satisfying. In terms of the sideboard, it's a pretty reasonable-looking sideboard, I'd say, for half of it. You know, negates against the control matchups, Lava Coil against some of the creature-y matchups, Crushing Canopy, flexibility against Nexus of Fate decks, or versus decks with flyers. This actually feels pretty good against Esper decks because they like to board in the Thief of Sanities and they run the Search for Azcantas. Crushing Canopy kind of addresses both of those. I have no idea what the Gift Paradise is doing in here. I assume that this is for the aggro matchup because it's the only one where that makes sense, but Thrashing Brontodon, again, good aggro. Flexibility. Rekindling Phoenix, pretty good blocker in aggro. The Niv-Mizzet is for the control, makes so much sense, but the Biogenic Ooze is one that I'm like, where does this guy come in? When does one smash out a Biogenic Ooze? I assume it's some sort of mid-range-esque matchup. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Hopefully get ourselves up to Diamond. Temur Reclamation in traditional ranked. Yeah. Oh my god, Bliss Love with the 5 gifted subs. Bliss Love, my god, you snuck your way up to 34 total giftings. We need 3D avatars that can run around the screen, and Bliss Love can just be like a gigantic level 34. Who is, of course, trumped by I Am the Shaz and Vwem. Let's go ahead and be on the play. This looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it. We have the double blue to be able to cast Sinister Sabotage. We have the Growth Spiral, and if we can get turn 3 Reclamation, that's obviously stupid and powerful. Shaz gifted 100 subs yesterday, right? Yeah. Shaz apparently had a sick run in Vegas and wanted to spread the love, which is very kind of him. Holy cow, we may have done it. Okay, so what is this? Is this a Guild Gate? Okay, so this is a Gates matchup, which I think we absolutely annihilate. I think we just smash-a-roni this in the pepperoni. If we just get one more land right off the top, that would be so disgusting. This is going to be extremely hard to lose. Temur Reclamation. Immortal Cow says, can I get a shout out? To my man Dark Syndicate who gave me my first sub here in the pre-show. Yeah, Immortal Cow, I saw you hanging out here talking about them sweet music choices. This looks like a good one to counter. Oh, hold on. I'm going to respond to you, Immortal Cow, then I'm going to respond to my opponent. Yeah, dude, Dark Syndicate, thanks for gifting the sub there to Immortal Cow. I was hanging out pre-show. It was really fun. Oh, goodness, we forgot to update the deck list. Thank you, everyone, for the reminder. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. So it looks like we're not up against a Guildgate deck. Gruul Guildgates, 2 of them are run. This is the Warrior deck that was actually showing just beforehand. And I think the right thing to do is to just Sinister Sabotage here. I don't need that anymore. So let me just do... Alright, let's do Temur Reclamation. V1. Alright, and let's set that as current. Okay, it should be updated. Oh my god. Valentine 61. Who is having lots of fun? Valentine 61 has just gifted a total of 50 subs. 50. Holy shit. Ooh, you know, I messed up. I probably should have Chemister's Insighted first to make sure that we hit a land drop, but this is actually fine. Valentine 61 with the 50. 5 times 10, huh? Alright, I can't deal with that, so we're just going to Chemister's Insight. Okie dokie, smoky pokey. So I think this goes ahead and enters tapped. I'm probably actually going to be discarding the Chemister, or discarding this Shivan Fire to draw more. Let's go ahead and chuck that out. Ooshy dooshy. So we're going to resolve this first one. We're once again going to chuck the Shivan Fire, because we really don't need this anymore. And now we have all the mana we ever did need. Oh, Valentine 91. Where's Valentine at? Why do I keep saying Valentine 91? It's Valentine 61. Who says I felt left out. I'm sorry, Valentine 61. You don't deserve to feel left out. Valentine 61 is now gifted a total of 108 subs. That is remarquablement. Alright, so we won. We did it. Let's just make sure that we actually give ourselves enough mana. Yes, we did. Let's put a stop here. Should we actually do this now? Should I actually do this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feels pretty good, huh? I think I'll wait 1 turn. I think I'll wait 1 turn. I think I'll wait 1 turn. Alright, that's actually fine. We want to counter something that can actually shoot down Niv. Got him! Got him! Don't need that. Let's put this down. Let's put our stop there now. Let's put this. Let's shoot this person. Alright, who's in the mood for some Gatling? Alright. Alright, here we go. Beep, boop, boop. Alright, here we go. This is perfect. Oh, yes. Yeah. Let's resolve that. And then, oh my gosh. This is the best part. Okay. Oh. So this right now is 16. We're going to resolve this. And now we can do 16 plus 4 is 20 plus 4 is 24. So this is x equals 20. I'll just go ahead and shoot this. Let's resolve that. And then let's just shoot for 20. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Alright, we're up against an aggro stylo deck. I want these lava coils. I think the search for Azcantas maybe are a little slow. Do you think? They feel stupidly powerful in this. I'm trying to think, what do I cut? In that deck, almost everything has more than 3 or more toughness, so I guess we cut that. These would feel like a useful blocker. almost feel like this is a reasonable matchup for the Phoenix Biogenic Ooze mixture. The thing is, what do we cut? That's really the question. What do we cut? What do we cut? What do we cut, do we, huh? What do we cut, do we? Do we cut Shivan Fire? Yeah, I actually think that's a really smart cut. That's a really smart cut. Wow, I would not have seen that. Thank you very much. This is actually perfect. We make more walls in this circumstance. This is up here. Yeah, oh gosh, thank you for the notification about that. Do this. There we go. Cutting Shivan was a really good suggestion. Not enough land. I think we have to keep this because we at least... No. We need... Let's be good. Let's be a good person. Obviously, being able to get the growth spiral down would be stone cold nuts. It's me, your pal gets there every time guy. Perfect, an additional steam vents. Gruul Spellbreaker is a very good chord. I'm going to estimate that we should probably play the Rekindling Phoenix here. I think that Fatman 1234 0 is plausibly, probably. Not going to have a lot of good removal for this. Might still have the Collision Colossi in. Gruul Harpooner's a good one. Yeah. Alright, well that's going to come back at the start of the turn, which seems good. No blocks. Bing, bong. Now, if there's shocks and lightning strikes kept in... what just happened? Where did this mana go? Oh. Oh. Everything's fine? Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to anyone. Anyone and everyone. So I think we just search for Azcanta and... Or do we want to Chemister's Insight? No, I think, you know, the whole point of this Gruul deck is to curve out. Maybe I do want to keep the Shivan Fires in. Maybe I do. I think that's actually... I think that's actually what I want to do. Let's see if we dropped any frames. Something did drop briefly for a moment there. So this is... Yeah, I think we just lose here. Depending upon what gets cast. Because this is a big stack of damage. Okay. Oof, I didn't get to Sinister Sabotage. Alright, let's get this Phoenix back. Let's take a peek at what's incoming. I mean, that kind of worked out. In this game, though, if this Biogenic Ooze were a Lava Coil, I don't know. We lose to Collision Colossus, for sure. We don't lose to that. Okay, so we're getting closer. Getting closer. Alright, this Phoenix has been an all-star. So we want this so we can cast both our Chemister's Insight and our Sinister Sabotage. So another Skargan Hellgite gets countered. It's a very scary one. Let's get that one out. Probably. Does this really help us though? I feel like I have to do this because we will eventually be able to start outdrawing with Search for Azcanta. I'm gonna go crazy greedy here, man. Tomsy says, what the hell? I've been sub for 11 days now. Did not notice someone gifted me a sub. Well, hello, everyone. Yeah. Power of the community. Whoosh, whoosh. Well, wasn't that horrible? So we can't actually rely on the counter spell. We actually have to have some meat. Some removal. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that's really bad. Okay. Okay, this is all horrible. Alright, we lost this game. Concede. I think I actually still do need the Shivan Fires in here to stop the incoming onslaught. I think these Search for Azcantas probably are fine to say goodbye to. Probably the expansion explosions. I think cutting one of those is fine. Maybe 3 Shivan Fires feels good, huh? What do I think about Thrashing Brontodon? It's probably a little weak. I need to learn the highs and lows of this deck better. The draw, the amount of draw feels on the high end, but part of me thinks that that's maybe okay. Maybe that's okay. Because the way this deck works is like stupidly spiky. And so if I can actually get the draws to get the combos off that I want, then I just win, right? It's not like I slowly gain stability like an Esper deck or something like that. Well, that just sucks, doesn't it? I'm doing it. Boy. Boy, how I wish I'd tapped a little differently in life, huh? How I wish. How I wish. Okay, I'm going to end this turn, and we're going to start taking a trip to Lucktown. So I'm absolutely going to do this first, because we definitely want to. Yep, don't want to copy that. Yep, that's good. Alright, there we are. So I still think this is the good one to remove, even if our opponent does play Phoenix next turn. Woohoo! Alright, Shivan Fire's already doing work. Yeah. Hello. This is such a good blocker. Yeah! Perfect. Not a problem. Do I actually want to expansion this? I think the answer is no. I think I'll wait until like a Lava Coil comes here and expansion that to kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Capes and Arrows says, hey Chad and Dan, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm doing okay. My brain has been so sludgy the last 48, 72 hours. And it's something that really bothers me when it starts to get sludgy to the point where I like lose trains of thought. And I can't quite articulate the way that I want to articulate. It actually drives me a little bit insane. Because I suddenly feel... Niv, you're our only hope. Because, like, my entire profession is talking. And, as a matter of fact, a lot of my identity is tied up in my ability to speak and explain things. Damn, that's so good. I completely forgot Gruul Harpooner just owns us here. And when I can't talk, I feel so bad about me. When my brain is not just living up to what I want it to. Alright, so... By the way, this is a moment that explains why I am more eager to have... why I'm more eager to keep in the Chemister's Insight. Oh, Harpooner's so good, man. Alright, so we're dead. So we died. Big Time says, how you doing today? Also, how's the gym? Gym's been okay. I'm just going to completely stop doing kettlebell swings, period. Because I just keep screwing my neck up. Nice. So sick. What are you going to get? So I think there's no way we can win this. I also think I should have kept in the Fiery Cannonades. I think that was maybe the right thing to do. Hi. Yeah, so I've been still running / ellipticaling / walking. Still been doing that, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit like a grumper dumper, a little frowner downer, like a little pooper scooper. Hardest thing for me about this deck is the sideboarding for sure. I might just switch to decks that I understand better, but I like getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. So we want this one. Enters tap. Got it. S2 Generous says, how do you not lose your voice from talking? When I have to present or run classes or anything, I can speak for about 2 hours before my throat gets dry. I mean, the really shitty answer is that one day, it just stopped. One day, I just learned how to control my voice in such a way that I just don't blow my voice out anymore. Which I assume means that the inside of my voice has become crusty and calloused. That's a pretty important one to counter. But I'm going to not. And I'm going to instead just get out my own stuff. So this is looking very much so like a Nexus of Fate Deckaroo. I mean, the biggest thing is I just have a good sense of how when my throat feels when I'm talking, if I'm projecting too much or projecting not enough, things like that. Wilderness Reclamation. Or Chemister's Insight. Beep boop. Enters tapped. Chemister's Insight. End the turn. Go here. Put a stop. You got it. Now I can actually Syncopate and exile that. I just let it resolve. Posh. So I can grow Spiral out of Rootbound Crag and counter anything I damn well please, huh? Huh? I can grow Spiraling out a Rootbound Crag. But yeah, I really want to get back to just... Oh, that's a mighty good draw for your pal, Day 9. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. Haha, Nix has subbed for 2 years straight. Ah, Nix. Alright, I think probably playing this one is probably pretty good. Hello, it's me, it's Niv. Hello. Hello. There's 0% chance this isn't Nexus as Phantom Ares. I think that's fair. I mean, there's the Hydroid Crazy Boy here, which is also a pretty common component. Oh my god, we're gonna have a Syncopate. Like, 2 Syncopates. And a Sinister Sabotage up? I mean, that's just disgusting. Ugh. By the way, it's really important to put a stop at your start when you have Wilderness Reclamation, just to make sure the ordering keeps happening correctly. Like, put a stop here, and then when you arrive here, say, hey, what other stops should I put in? Good little trick from your pal, Day 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Chemister's Insight to just deal a little damage. We're gonna draw a card, and then we're gonna shoot here. Is this lethal? This looks like lethal. But I think we actually just play it slow. Meow. Do I expansion this? I think I just expansion this. I think these decks do run some counters. So me keeping the counters up is very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I mean, it seems like going for the huge greed. Yeah, smell me right in the mouth. It feels like going for the huge greed might be the best play, but I think just distributing our damage across a variety of spells is way better. Meow, wow. Let's drink some water. Alright, did everything die? Is everything dead? Hey, I got a random question. Are there any experts on, blink of an eye, eh? Are there any experts on machine learning here? So I got a question. We shot ourselves, so we got an extra ping and draw from this because Shivan Fire only targets units, cannot target players. And yes, I call them units. My poor Niv. Ugh. Oh god, just trying to play this, but then also imagining what this game would be like on mobile. Get down there. Discard the Shivan Fire, and the Fiery Cannonade. One of Reliquary Tower might be a good idea. Why do people keep saying Reliquary Tower? I don't see this. Reliquary Tower. Oh, that's the one where you don't discard. I mean, I don't think Reliquary Tower solves a problem that we had there. Like, we discarded 3 useless cards and have, like, absolutely all the gas in the world. We have all the gas in the world! I'm rather content with my position here. A lot of red sources that we don't need anymore. Whoosh. Resolve. Whoosh. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that one is so good. So we just pass right now. We don't cast Sinister Sabotage. Or Chemister's Insight. We don't do that. So now that it's on my turn, I have a stop here, so this allows me to have time to put a stop here. Yeah! Okay, so we don't need 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need 1, 2. We get those ones out. We put in 1, 2, like this. We put in probably the Crushing Canopies. Definitely the Niv. Probably Thrashing Brontodons. Crushing Canopy. If only this were gain control of target enchantment. Wait, Fun Death, you have played MTGA on mobile? How did you do that? My opinion on mobile is the following. I think there has been so few good games made on mobile. I feel like once upon a time there was someone in mobile land that was just like, wait a minute, if I take a slot machine and I put it on a phone, it works the same as the slot machine, right? Like, and I feel like then a whole bunch of other mobiloids looked and were like, I see, slot machine, and then they just like sort of expanded on all these mechanics that, by the way, for as much as people love to trash, even right now, it's very fun to recreationally trash on this stuff. I do think there's a lot of really interesting mechanics. Tangent. One interesting mechanic that I've heard talked about on mobile and not a lot on PC is the concept of offboarding. There's onboarding, what draws you into the game to play a lot, but then there's how does the game communicate to you that it's okay to put the phone down and to go do something else. So this is where a lot of energy mechanics, where it's like you may do, 15 minutes of gameplay per day. So you like get through it and then you expend your 15 minutes. You go, okay, cool, and you put your phone away. And some of this was done initially because some companies just simply didn't have enough content. They simply did not have enough content. So they just needed to kick you out. But also there's other games that basically said this is a better experience. I swear to God I had another tap land. Our game is a better experience if we just give you a clean opportunity to offboard. But anyways, S2 Generous is not going to lie. My OCD's kicking in. What in the world are we going to ask about machine learning? I'm having a really weird, interesting phenomenon that I'm still in the middle of testing. Where I have my farmer who's been watering crops, right? So one of the options that we permit our little farmer to do is wait. And it seems that when... That's actually such a good card. It seems that when the wait is 1 second long, it winds up not really being able to learn. And when the wait is half a second long, it can learn really, 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 really well. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. So that's why I was like, hey. This is an island mountain. This is an island. Okay. let's take some damage. Let's take some damn motherfucking damage. So if we get to end step, we'll growth spiral. Do I really care about that? I think the answer is I do kill it now. I think that's what we do. We just kill this now, right? Our own search for Azcanta is a good one. But I think the big advantage that we get here is that we can play the Thrashing Brontodon. And we have a lot of options. This flipping with a Wilderness Reclamation is bad, but this kills a Wilderness Reclamation. Oh, weird. Oh, I could have growth spiraled out and then played the Thrashing Brontodon. But I guess this is... I technically prefer this line. So I see. Our opponent is using Biogenic Ooze, similar to how control decks use Thief of Sanity. I assume that you're boarding out all of your removal, Sean, so I'm going to put in some creatures that would behoove to be removed. Ori Monster, happy 89-month anniversary. Says, you're wonderful. Thanks for always being such a positive source of energy in so many people's lives. Ori Monster, much love, man. It's been so cool to see, like, you all these times over all these years. I mean, that's just so great. Alright, good work, Thrashing Brontodon. I still think I like my sideboarding plan. Like, boarding in the Crawl Harpooners is cool, for sure. I'm going to take some beats in a moment here. So I think Growth Spiral into Chemister's Insight is what we want to do. And then in response, no? Okay, so there's a Chemister's Insight in hand. Those are some good draws. Okay, so how do I want to do this? So I definitely put this here, and I'm definitely playing this thing first. So first things first, let's go ahead and pay the life for this. So now this, we can respond to a counter with our own counter. Right, that seems good. Technically, I could have used expansion to be able to copy our opponent's counter and counter that. So now I play the Search for Azcanta. Okay, that really hurts a lot. Wow, our opponent did a very interesting little board and sequence. Very, very interesting. Okay. I actually think that this will largely just change our gameplay, but I don't think it really changes our full sideboard strategy. We'll take a look once we're there. But for instance, if I had just left up this mana for post untapped, then I could have done most of the similar things. So if we take this, we're going to go to 7. And then next turn, we'd be able to block 5. And then we'd be getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do I need to chump now? Nope, I think I still don't chump. I think I just do chump, actually. Like, a big pile of oozes kills us for sure. What a bastard. I think our sideboard plan's fine. But yeah, I'll explain that. So we have farmers that plant crops, water them. They need to learn to wait a while, like 30 seconds before the crop is ready to be watered again. Then water it, and then the crop is ready to be harvested, at which point it gets harvested and our agent receives 1 point. That's the only reward in the entire system. And so of the actions that the farmer can do, which is move, wait, plant crops, water crops, harvest crops. Those are the 5 actions. When the farmer when the wait command waits for precisely 1 second, excuse me, the farmer gets in this loop where it only plants 2 crops, waters the 2 crops, waits a long time, harvests the 2 crops, repeats. And it has plenty of time to plant 4, 5, 6, 7 crops and actually manage a field. The weird thing is that when I set the wait to half a second, instead of 1 second, it appears now that the farmers very successfully manage a large field of 5, 6, 7 crops. So that's weird to me that that change of weight would be affecting things that much. Also, I don't know if it's just because, you know, these training simulations, are you searching your action space breadth first or depth first? It's not a. It's just according to the PPO algorithm for neural networks. So basically, I just don't know if it even does a search in that case. 6.5. Could be that there is a breadth first or depth first search being used in a particular algorithm in a way that I'm just unfamiliar with. In which case, I'd be like, hey, can you link me and show me more about how those things work? It has to be doing an action search space. Explain that to me, 6.5. I'll be on the play. That's not a good hand. That's a better hand. Because, I mean, my understanding of how it... do I want another one of those fuckers? Alright, greed is good. So the farmer has a list of actions the neural network needs to evaluate each action. Yeah, so it has an output matrix of... I'll just do this. It has an output matrix, or an output vector of possible actions, and it just has a probability distribution of those actions. And... but it can only evaluate each action by knowing all future actions. I don't... and their rewards. I don't actually think that statement is true for what I'm doing. I think. I mean, a huge part of, I think, my generalized issues that I will have with this is that, like, I'm self-taught, so a lot of the language I just don't know. Crushing Canopy would be, yep, would be bone crushing. But yeah, it poops out a probability distribution of what it wants to do with the output actions. Oops, I should have done this one. If there's a second Crushing Canopy here, then I don't know what to do, man. Oh my fucking god. I can't finish this thought and play this game at the same time. Not that this is interrupting my ability to play. I mean, these are all very straightforward actions in the game. I just can't quite formulate the sentences. 6.5. I think we're just straight up dead. I think we have straight up lost 100%. I think I have to do this. Make sure I have enough mana to negate and Chemister's Insight. I think I just negate this. I think I just am in desperation mode and need to make sure I don't get too far behind in card advantage. I think what I would say is 6.5. I don't understand where the breadth first or depth first search comes into play. Because my understanding is that there's an output vector of the actions. So there's like, you know, let's just say 5 actions. The neural network will produce a probability distribution for those 5 actions. And then there is some methodology of either choosing the highest probability best action, or occasionally it will explore and pick a lower probability action. So it's just evaluating the single reward of this step. So 6.5 says, so for example, say the farmer can do 2 actions, A and B. The neural network needs to evaluate all combinations of A and B for a number of actions and evaluate the rewards. I guess I don't even understand that, because it's choosing to do A or B. It's just choosing in this step to do A or B. That's the only thing it's choosing. Again, much appreciated. Oh, fuck! I skipped right through my action. Ah, God. I'm just going to concede and get out of this. That sucked. But to know if A or B is better, it needs to run through A, B, B, B to see which is better. I don't think that's how this is working at all. It's just taking the current state space. Because, I mean, what you're talking about doesn't sound like the way that my network's even set up at all. Is your module any state prediction or evaluation? Fuck. I'm gonna switch if we lose another best of 3 with this deck. That last game was painful, where I just skipped through the draw that I, like, desperately needed. Like, choosing A first gives rewards 6% of the time. So, let me come back all the way to the beginning of the experiment setup, which is that it does not in advance know any of the rewards at all. It basically just does a bunch of random actions until it eventually finds one of the actions that generates reward. Okay. And again, I think the biggest difficulty of me understanding what you're saying, I think, is just like I'm missing information. I just don't know some of the language structure or just the basic definitions of things. So I think in this situation I do this, and then wait to see whether or not we should Syncopate or play the Fiery Cannonade. Okay, so this looks like the Jund mid-range deck, especially with the Siege Gang Commander. So I think that, given that this is left up, I believe that we are up against a... We're up against probably a Phoenix next turn, or something else large, significant. So right, needs to explore the reward structure and then back propagate. 6.5. Yep, totally. I'm with you. I know all these words. So my understanding was that if it's just using a basic recurrent neural network, and what do I even want to do here, man? I think I pay the 2 life because Growth Spiral Syncopate or Chemister's Insight are both very good plays here. Because I'm using a recurrent neural network structure to do this. My understanding is that it would just look at the current state space. It would just look at its observations and begin to make determinations of what the present tense best choice was to do. And this would allow it to learn sequences. My understanding was that it wouldn't try to predict out into the future this sequence of then doing A, B, C, D, and then generate this entire matrix of possibilities in that way. This was my understanding. You know, 6.5, let's talk on Discord. This conversation is totally not going to work while we're doing a little Magic the Gathering-ing. Especially, it's like a 2-person chat with a few thousand people observing. Okay, yeah, we'll just Chemister's Insight. Okay. I'm just going to do this now because I don't care. And also 6.5, if at some point you could be like, hey, here's a good book to read, just literature to read. I like reading papers. What would you possibly do? Just opt? I just don't know what Nocturne could possibly be holding. I think we just permit this to go. Yep, that's fine. Oh, they do have enough mana to Chemister's Insight. Whoopsie doopsie. Alright. Cool, we got to do it for cheap. Probably don't need this many growth spirals. Sigordini. Wait, what's this Halo news, Sigordini? What is the Halo news? Halo MCC and Reach releasing on PC over Steam. Whoa. Whoa. Alright. I guess I'll do this. Put this down. I'm kind of scared of, like, just a bunch of burn coming out of nowhere and just killing me. Okay, like this. I don't care. I'm just going to shoot this thing now. Yeehaw. So now I have 7 in the bin. I kind of like the 4 expansion explosions. I love expansion explosion in like blue versus blue matchups. Just to be able to counter a counter. I actually think I'm okay-ish with that. Let me just take a peek here real fast. Well, okay. I think I'm actually just okay with that. Halo Reach for the Day-Night Festival. What are the modes on Halo Reach? I've actually only ever played Halo 1. I haven't played any of the future Halos. Halo Reach has some of the best multiplayer. It's the Sigurdini. Really well balanced. Oh, man. I used to love watching my friends in college play like all the Halo 2 multiplayer stuffs. Yeah, let's get that out of there. So this is not like a Jund mid-range. This looks like a Jund slow and control-iolio. Which favors us. Alright, let's put this here. Let's Growth Spiral first. Alright. Let's get our extra mana. Let's Resolve. Let's Chemister's Insight. Get the Fiery Cannonade out of there. Oh, another Chemister's Insight. That's pretty tight. So then we just chill on this, right? Because then we can do both next turn. Whew! Woo! Target opponent takes 3 damage. I just don't want to do that, man. Okay, let's resolve this. Fiery Cannonade. And this, I think I want my search for Azcanta. I think. Chain Whirl in time. Whooshy, whooshy, whooshy. Oh, so we put a stop here. We then play this. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to go next. We're going to go to end of turn. We're going to get almost all of our mana turned into Expansion Explosion juice. Because then at this point, I want to make sure that I have enough up for Sinister Sabotage. So we have 1, 2, 3. But then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 8 is 15. Minus 4 is 11. Let's put things a little bit face up, but I think that's fine. So we will get rid of, first and foremost, a Stomping Ground, a Hinterland Harbor, a Mountain, Hinterland Harbor, and I actually think the Shivan Fire I don't need. Maybe I should have kept the Shivan Fire. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so I feel like I shouldn't gut all the defensive stuff. So I feel like this coming in and this coming out. What do I actually want in this matchup? Is this one of these matchups where I bring in these guys? More of a creature-y thing? I actually think I like the creature-y plan. I don't think there's any need for... They don't seem stupidly fast or anything. I think actually something like this feels pretty good. Maybe the search for Azcantas are a little slow. Opponent does have a lot of enchantment destruction. Maybe I want the negates in instead. We need to have some way to deal with the early threats. And I presume our opponent is running Phoenixes if there's Rixmati Revelers and Direfleet Daredevils. I think. This is nearly a good hand. We're chucking it. That's better. Here's what I mean about this deck being kind of tricky for me. That's great. I never really know how much I should be, like, sprinting towards a particular end game. Do I want to play this Search for Azcanta right now? I feel like I do. Like, I don't know if I should just be, like, trying to slow down, put a lot of removal, be really patient. Like, that sort of thing. Or whether I should just be... I think that goes into the graveyard. Speed up the flip. Yeah, again, I'm having trouble articulating my thoughts. This is like, my brain is just shutting down and shitting the bed lately, but whatever. Yeah, I really want to get to understand whether I should be slowing down, trying to remove more, being a lot more deliberate and gentle, or whether I really need to speed up and get to the combo faster, that sort of thing. Because the thing about a lot of our answers, like Lava Coils, boy, I'm glad I put the Lava Coil. Lava Coils, or even early on, things like the Shivan Fires and the Fiery Cannonades, is that we don't really get a lot of X for 1 values. Do I want to hold on to this? I think so. No. Like, Kaya's Wrath can, you know, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, 2 for 1, all over the place. We have a lot of 1 for 1 value. Lot of 1 for 1 value. Alright, so I will now be Growth Spiraling. It's not the end of my turn. Herp derp derp. Either way, it makes us look intentional and deliberate and good. So now we have that Sinister Sabotage. That is totally fine by me, my friend. Wilderness Reclamation is very good here. Alright, let us resolve. Graveyard. Niv's good. Do I wait a turn, though? I think I'm gonna wait. I think waiting's good. We're not in a lot of threat. And what I'm thinking is, if there's a way for me to give... Well, maybe I actually want to wait like 2 turns. Keeping Sinister Sabotage up this turn's like really, really good. I mean, even like Vraska to nuke us. Like Vraska, big Vraska, shooting. So next turn we should have enough to be able to play Niv and keep a Sinister Sabotage up. Because right now this is 7 mana, Search for Azcanta flips, that's 8, and then the island is 9. I think we're thinking through it, clearly. Cabbage Stealer says, Chupacabras punish you too hard. Yeah, Chupacabras hurt us pretty bad. Hurt us pretty bad. What is in here? Alright, I will permit our opponent to target first. But we are getting a little low. The spiral is okay. Submit. Okay. Resolve! Graveyard, give me useful stuff. Cool. Wait, what? What? Oh my god, that's right, because 2 of them just got exiled. Holy shit. 2 of them got exiled. 2 of them got exiled. Oh my god, I forgot the Direfleet Daredevil exiles. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. If I play this and I have the Syncopate up, I still think it really helps, right? It's just too many treasures. Woof. Alright, we're gonna have like a really big turn. We're gonna have to like counter 2 thingies. Just wait another turn. Brain's not functioning lately, man. Feeling sad about it. Truly sad, truly bummed. Like a bummed dude. Little Bobby Tables. This guy put in a big recommendation for Satisfactory. The beta weekend was fantastic. All the best parts of Factoria meet all the best parts of Subnautica. Yeah, I want to play it. My current problem right now is bookings. Bookings. I have my time at Porsche this Friday, and then next Friday, Shadows Die Twice. What are you going to do? Yeah, we're going to just never let that see the light of day. Let's get that one out. That seems good. Yeah, resolve. Syncopate doesn't work because there's 5 treasures. Another Chemister's Insight seems... I think I want to go for something that's higher value. Taking a look at Satisfactory. I was watching Soren play it for a while. It looked good. Bing. Bong. So, in a way, we are close to death. In a sense. One of the hardest things I've ever done was hit the buttons in the right sequence. My goodness. Okay, so if I play Niv-Mizzet, and then I think I actually shock in the breeding pool, yes. And then we're just gonna see what our buddy does. What our buddy does and what our buddy do. So that hurts. So now I'm going to opt. We're gonna resolve. This one goes. That's a really good one. Think just like this. Think. Could have expansioned the opt. Damn. Rats. Damn, we died. Let's go ahead and get out of this game. Expansion of the Eldest Reborn. I wish. I think this is still fine. God, I wish. That would be such a disgusting thing that to be able to do, just to like look at the Eldest Reborn and be like, yeah, I'll copy that for 2, man, no problem. I'm going to get coffee and water while our opponent muses upon how to kill us. I'll be on the play. Opponent's deck is really slow, so I think I'm okay with this. Won't get to opt this turn. We'll get to opt the turn after. We might even opt on our main phase to try to get a shock land. Never didn't have it. What deck we playing today? We're playing Temur Reclamation, baby. Temur Reclamation. Let's go ahead and resolve this. Do I graveyard that? I think I just graveyard that. We have 4 of these. Okay. So we can Sinister Sabotage, or we can opt afterwards. What's the win condition? A Gatling gun. Boo Bonito. Expansion Explosion with Niv-Mizzet. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Let's just destroy our opponent's card advantage. It seems fair. I'm putting this in the bin because really flipping the search for Azcanta is like really good. I actually want I want that now. I want this because I'm going to be able to pay 2, get a very safe Wilderness Reclamation out. I'm putting more stops, more and more and more stops. The amount of stops just swelling up. Alright, Duress. In response, we're going to do this. Let's resolve that and see what happens. And then I'll probably expansion to copy the Duress. Alright, that's a good one to get. So now our opponent gets no value. And we get to take a peek on our opponent's hand. So now, our opponent's Duress will discard nothing from us. Probably... the status statue. What level of hard are we trying it? We're trying real fucking hard. Iron 7. Trying so hard. How many things do we have in this bin? 4 now. Ah. Alright, we're going to wait a turn before we blast that. But we're going to be able to Wilderness Reclaim for like 1 billion. Having this guy up is just really nice. This is a very, very cool deck. The Fight with Fire is interesting too. It's a good way to deal with Niv. Probably want that in the library. Okay, I'm not going to attack. And at end of turn, I'm gonna pump for all the millions of manas. So here's where we get a little bit of juice to work with. So that's 5, this is another 5, this is 10. 10 minus this is 6. So I'm gonna shoot this Direfleet Daredevil, and then this guy draws 6. And that was good. That was like really good. I am Karn. I am a bad boy.
I'll make use of that later.
Have a Dragon Skull summon, man. Alright. I want that. Okay, so we actually have almost too many options here. So if I mean, I can shoot this again for about 1 billion. So I mean, I'm going to do this. Now the question is, what land do I play? So I would have 6. So we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do for 6 again. I think that seems good. You can do lethal him next turn, no? Can we get lethal next turn? Because we'd have 4, we'd have 6, 12, 13, 14. I'm a little worried about dying. Can't quite get 16, can we? I see. So we do this. And then we do this, we do this. We resolve 1, and then we Chemister's Insight with that. Resolve E, douche. We do this again, we chuck the tap land. Resolve, douche. Okay. I have a treasure map. Oh my god, we can just shoot the man. Blow the man down. And then we still have the Syncopate and Sinister Sabotage mana up, which makes this very good. Oh my gosh, we're actually going to win a game. Yes. See no reason not to. Put that one away. Put that one away. Cindervine, Syncopate for 2. Ah, what a successful turn of bastardry. Yeah, I think I need to just be going for the combo a little bit more. Graveyard. Do I want to transform? Yeah. Hinterland Harbor. We did it. I wish there was a way to just tap all. Eight, and then another 8 is 24. Shoot for 20. Resolve. We did it, everyone. The way that goes feels so good. It's a brrrr. I can't imagine doing this crap on paper. Vlem is actually easier to do on paper. Like, Nexus of Fate is less bad with paper. Because you can skip steps. You can just say, I'm just going to loop this for the next 2 turns. Your opponent goes, oh, okay, cool, and you're fine. You know? It's remarkably... Yeah. It's remarkably straightforward on paper, actually, which is, like, kind of funny. Like, Nexus of Fate does not actually feel that big of a problem in paper. Some bullshit with Elf Ball, that's bad on paper. Yeah, also you can just like reach across the table and strangle the person that's playing Nexus of Fate, and you can like see the life drain out of their eyes, which you can't do digitally. It's like a different thing. It's much harder to do in that context. Show me what you got. Alright, so we have some Carnival and Carnages. Our opponent has, like, nothing going on for a while, huh? Nexus players here when Day 9 really thinks though. Yeah, that's right, you're playing Nexus. Grab you by the throat. Is Day 9 encouraging violence? Yeah, no, I think so. Can't believe it. And he said it when he was smiling, too. No, Day 9, no! Ooh! I couldn't believe you would do it, Day 9, no! Yeah, I need that one. Da-da-da-da-da. Tight. Tight. Grixis is really annoying now. I think Grixis is pretty sweet. Especially like the Nicol Bolas plus Angrath ones. Ooh. It's not quite protected yet. Alright, so I probably don't need these Fiery Cannonades. Probably do want these Lava Coils. I could probably cut 2 Shivan Fires. Negates. Probably want one of those to slip in, huh? Maybe something like that, actually. You know, it looks pretty good. I think I want to cut these two and put in these two. I think that's right. I think I want to put in these because I'm trying to think. Trying to think about how to respond to someone that will be running Thief of Sanities, and I think that if we have 4 answers for that, seems good. Shoe says, why Shivan Fire instead of something like Lava Coil? Shivan Fire is instant speed and can be played on turn 1, and these are essential in the current meta. Mono blue with a lot of X1s. Explore decks that have 2/1s that then explore to become bigger and you need to instantly respond to those. And the fact that it can be kicked is the benefit for later on. This is a nice hand. It can also still kill everything a Lava Coil can kill in the later game with the little Kikaruha. Oh my gosh, look at the kabooms. Alright, so we definitely don't do anything on our turn. Why would our opponent possibly shock these in? That's an interesting question. I mean, this feels to me like a little counter Aruha. Woohoo! Should Pal Day 9 call it or what? Oh, it's just gonna hurt him. I have absolutely clicked the wrong button and just destroyed my own dude and just wanted to burst into tears. It worked! We did it! Shmagegi says, Sean, Trick says hi. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. Shmagegi also hate Trick. And Trick's just like sitting there thinking, remember that one time when I played against Day9 on air and destroyed the shit out of his god deck? I had this god draft and Trick just absolutely whomped me with a pair of Colossi. Looks good. I like the color of that t-shirt. I really like this t-shirt. It says EXP, which makes me think of, this is like one of these hidden in public, like, yeah, experience, right? No, it's because it's from Express. And they're like, we believe so hard in branding, we just want it written everywhere. Are these guild gates? Oh, shoot. Shoot shitties. Okay, so this, I mean, Taviscaron appears to be a gates deck. I'm sorry, what's a wild what? What's a wild what? Where are the wild what's? What the hell's what's are? Poop. Alright, so maybe this is like somewhat of a budget wet Golgari. The wettest budgetest Golgari there ever were. Your pal Day9's Rampus Bampusing, man. I'm a rampy bumpy so hard here. Jade Light Ranger. Oh, little Seeker Squire. Just look at that. More mana the merrier. It's a Sultai that doesn't have all lands, and yet can still climb. And yet it lives. No way. What was lost has been found. Alright, and we're back. Now what do I actually do here? I think I like Ignore and Chemisters with Expansion. Because I mean I can Shivan Fire to kill that. Slow this puppy down a little bit. You don't want him life gaining. Life gaining is actually fine in this matchup. I'm going to do what I think is the correct play. You can Cannonade and Shivan to clear the board. Yeah, no, we could also Cannonade and Expansion to clear the board. We have a whole bunch of options of what to do. What to do. I think I'm just going to dig deep. Kind of, you can see my strategy shifting over the last 2 hours, where I'm more willing to accept some damage in preparation for some gigantic, enormo you know, Niv-Mizzet Blasteroo. Let's go ahead and just take a peek and see what we got on top. Definitely don't want that. Perfect. An untapped land. Alright. Bing bong time. We're gonna go to 11. Vivian Reed, maybe? Maybe Vivian? Maybe Vraska? Keeping that guy out of there is good. I feel like the world's telling me something. I think maybe this turn is when I like do the sweepy deeperies, I think. Okay, we're actually going to greedily let this resolve. Maybe there's another Jade Light coming. Oh. God, I'm so good. God, I'm so good. I'm so good. So good. Bam. Pow. Boom. That feels nice. That feels nice. Yeah, take him back. It's fine. Slow this game down, man. That was great, man. That was great. I feel smart, powerful, and like it was all my fault. Oh, God. You would have had the same board with them at only 23, though, if you blew up the walker. Depends on the turn to which you refer. Depends on the turn to which you refer. Because I had a couple opportunities to blow up the walker, so... Wow, we might not even use our Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, it seems fine. So this has to target one of the buddies, so we'll just shoot that buddy. Now our opponent just played a 4 mana 2/3 for nothing. Now we draw. Look at this. Oh. Ooh. So I am looking specifically for a Wilderness Reclamation that I perhaps shan't ever get. So, I mean, I estimate we'll be up against the largest crazy boy. Sinister Sabotage is going to be helpful here. Bing bong. I have no idea how to sideboard against this player. I have no idea how to sideboard against this player at all. Right, that's a good target. Now, if I get some type of Wilderness Reclamation. Graveyard. Transform. Okay, so if I do this... then I do this. Cool. Wow. It's a Shivan Fire. Whoa. Or is it? Okay. Opponent has 34 cards in the deck. I mean, it's plausible we can just, like, mill our opponent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Every fight makes me stronger.
Okay, so let's just peek and try to just get another one of these. That seems pretty good, huh? Oh, I did this in the wrong fucking order, dude. I'm a moron. I forgot I could use this. I forgot I even put these spells in this deck, man. Woo! Let's get rid of this grody tap land. Look at my fucking hand. It's like, do you remember these cards, huh? I forget about these cards, huh, Sean? Remember these cards? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That's fine. This game feels like we're probably going to win. I see no huge threat that's a little bit of mana. Only there was a way to counter the Planeswalkers. You got it, man. 2-2. Alright. Still got a few turns left in us. Nice. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13 mana. It's not quite enough. Let's take a peek first. Let's get a second Wilderness Reclamation out, because that's hilarious. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think these Entrancing Melodies are probably good. What the hell do I cut in this circumstance, huh? I mean, do I cut the Syncopates? Maybe, you know... maybe I do. I kind of like Syncopates. It's just like a nice catch-all. Do you even care about taking his Krasis? Like, I actually don't know when these Entrancing Melodies even go in. Is everything fine? Is this just fine? Cut the counterspell since you forgot you're running them anyways. Ooh, Wander. Damn, so savage. What? I actually genuinely do not know what I would board in. Lava Coils seem better. Fiery Cannonade was very mediocre for us there. I still feel like this is a reasonable one to put in, because maybe we just grab a Wild Growth Walker that's Giganto, you know? Opponent will still be running Hostage Takers. Do we cut Niv-Mizzet? That feels crazy to me to cut that. I have to cut 2 cards. I think I'm going to cut these 2 Shivan Fires. I never like cutting Growth Spiral. Never do I ever like cutting Growth Spiral. Still think I keep in Niv-Mizzet, because Niv-Mizzet is, like, if I can get Niv-Mizzet up and protected, like, this is not a turn 6 play, but, you know, it's like a turn 10 play. So I think it's fine to keep in small numbers of Nivs. Baby Nivs everywhere. This is it. This is what I have. Alright. I'll do some breeding at the start. You got it, man. Look at this. Look at the expansion explosion leaving first. The fact that our opponent is just putting no pressure on is just so good. You don't say. You don't say. Oh, yeah. Let's get that one out of there. Oh. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this so much. I love this. This is great. I think not. Whoop, we whiffed. Oh, man. Gosh, all this draw and this small number of spells is so good. I mean, is Taviscaron just gonna pass? Is Taviscaron just actually like, nope, I'm done. I'm done playing this game. This is enough for me for today. Look at this. And he's tapping out. We just win one more best of 3. We're just on our way to Diamond. Feels nice. By the way, we're going to be magicking tomorrow. Taking a day off of the dotes. Climbing and grinding. Avoiding all winding. Looks good. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. I mean, like, the opening hands of this deck, they just always look good. Dude, when I see a solo plains and I got my Shivan Fire, yeah, it's a little fist pump for me, my friend. Oh, shit. Frank. That, I mean, that is just bad news. Alright, so we could Growth Spiral out the Breeding Pool, or we could Growth Spiral out the Sulfur Falls, depending upon what Glock plays. I mean, if it's like Banalish Marshall, then that's probably big old frowneroni for me. Ah. Ah. Aha! Okay. This is going to be a pickle. This is a very prickly spot for us. Getting this out. is obscenely good. Depending on what gets played, I mean, we're gonna take the good old 7 from heaven here. So we do this first, we draw, we resolve. So now we actually have enough to Shivan Fire. So now this is... We're going to see if another creature gets played, possibly. Holy shit. I mean, I think these two Adanto pals might just slay us. So, I mean, we're almost in a position where we just literally strictly need swirly whirliness, right? Alright, that's a little bit late. Let's put a stop here. So we need the swirly whirly ability, right? Fiery Cannonade. That didn't help us at all. Let's resolve this. Alright, let's resolve. Okay, we're dead. If we did get Fiery Cannonade, we would have survived one more turn because we're at 7. They could have only dealt 6 with the 2 Adanto Vanguards. So let's see here. I think these Sinister Sabotages. Search for Azcanta feels a little slow. Lava Coil feels good. Probably Entrancing Melody feels good. Feel like Thrashing Brontodon feels nice. Wasn't there the one Afterlife on board? Right, if we Fiery Cannonade, we kill everything except for the 2 Adanto Vanguards. And we didn't even need to copy to kill the first flyer. So I think we put in our Phoenix friend. I feel like Sinister Sabotages are probably not what we want to go for, right? These feel a little slow. These feel super slow. Let me just get rid of a lot of these things. We just go toe-to-toe, and we just fight a lot. Makes sense to me, right? This is like super late game, because now our win condition is we kill the shit out of them, right? Gift for life gain? Yeah, maybe gift would have been right. But I feel like gift is good is gooder against red. Yeah, I still think I keep. I mean, Growth Wilderness is like very powerful on turn 1. Or when I'm on the go. It's a turn 1 play, Mamma Mia. Alright, things are looking a little grim in Day 9 Town. That said, we do have a lot of... Like, almost all of our cards are not counterspells. Oh my god, the boarding in of the blue. The boarding in of the blue. Don't do it to me. This Growth Spiral gets Spell Pierce. That does hurt. Could get spell pierced. I think I boarded this in very well. I think that it is smart to cut all the expansion explosions, cut all the counters. So we super duper accept some damage here, right? No Banalish Marshal was played. We would have expected land Banalish Marshal if there could have been, if there was a Banalish Marshal in hand, because it deals more damage. Okay. This is not going to be a good turn. So, we don't Fiery Cannonade because this will just sack to kill that. So we're going to just shoot this. There's so many loud people outside, man. Not that it's bad to be a loud person outside. Just sounds like people having a good time. If we get one more land, we can just kill this off, which would be fantastic. Never didn't have it. Blowing it up. Alright. Come on. Out of the way, Glock. We actually have enough for Rekindling Phoenix, which is great. So again, I don't think that our opponent has Banalish Marshal. I don't think that. I don't think that. I love this. People just enjoying themselves. Oh, what's the day? It's a Tuesday. Who enjoys himself on a Tuesday? Alright, History Benalia. So we do nothing? So we just play Rekindling Phoenix and chill, because then we can Fiery Cannonade and get everything out. And then we're gonna just kind of see what Pal Glock does. Okay. Okay, do you live in a building with others? Yeah, I live in an apartment, so there's just people outside being people. Oh, it's so good. We play around Spell Pierce, too? You got it. We played it correctly. Oh my god. Oh! I've never been rewarded like this before! Yeah! Okay, wait, this is good. Okay, let's resolve. God, Tuesday's treating me right. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do this. Okay. No. Holy shit, those are like unbelievably good draws. Oh my god, we have Trancing Melodies, man. Oh my god. Watch Richard Turner, that guy's unreal with cards. Yeah. Alright, I mean that sucks somewhat, but it's alright. It's gonna take this, man. Fuck. I think I'm okay with that. We have a deck full of removal, so. I think I just go into the face, right? Seems good, right? Next land, next land. We eagerly. Okay. Huh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we boarded this correctly. I mean, this feels so good to have boarded this way. Yeah, we can't Entrancing Melody the Deputy of Detention, because then we would just own something that has jailed our shit. Alright, here we go. Oh, I have such a stiff neck, man. Stiffy, stiffy, necky. It's just hard to win so many games, you know, it's like my neck tightens up. I just feel so much guilt. Just there for the rewards has been putting off exercising all night. Gonna get to it. You can do it just there for the rewards. Oh my god, your name is actually just here for the rewards. Oh my god, I combined the just and the here for just there. I think we chuck it, huh? I think we just chuck it. We just mulligan this, right? We need some more answers. That's a better hand, huh? Our opponent's on the play. Alright, so that helps some. Wish I could opt. Wish I could. Entrancing Melody is good against an Adanto, pal. I see a threat, I shoot it, right? Makes sense. Happens a lot, don't worry. Yeah, it could be just there for the rewards. That's right, Voyam, that's right. It could be just there. God, I wish. Marlos has been putting exercising off for a year now. Dude, I'm like really into this idea of, like, if I have an opportunity to exercise but I'm not feeling it, I just go walk and watch a show. Alright, this is good. We're slowing down the delay. How does Lava Coil interact with Indestructible? No exile, right? Yeah, Lava Coil reads... Oh, that sucks. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Because it is... I guess. Because the card is indestructible, it won't die, so then it doesn't get exiled. So if I just take the damage here, this is 3 and 4. I'm really trying to figure out what the order that I should do all this shit in is. Because, like, I can Fiery Cannonade and Shivan Fire, kill the Benalish Marshal, force the Adanto to self-ping for 2. Or self-ping for 4 to stay alive. But then more creatures would come up afterwards, and I would be at 8. I still think it's correct to Fiery Cannonade and Shivan Fire. Really? Well, fuck. You got me. Ah, fuck. I still think our sideboarding was correct. I'm just a little sad we lost that one. We're so close. Like that right there, that deck our opponent was playing is like the really nice. Really nice to climb with. Play first. Yeah. Yeah, White Weenie's one of those decks that just kind of makes sure that your deck isn't too greedy. And I really like the sideboard plan. Like, it felt really good to just get rid of all the counters, everything. Golgari Guildgate. Yeah, I mean, just playing the Search is fine. Yeah, I think cutting the Expansion Explosion is something that I had not really considered as much. But it feels really good. Toot toot. Alright, what's on top? We need Landos, right? Yeah, library. Because these feel like just a smidge slow. Shoot this. The Exozealot, yeah, it says, would that bypass Indestructible? It wouldn't, because again, Lava Coil says if it would die, then exile it. So if it's indestructible, it can't die. I don't want that right now. I think putting more things in the graveyard's good, because we can then flip this, and that's really nice. Oh, your change said if... It says, if the creature would be dealt lethal damage, would that bypass Indestructible? It shouldn't. Because Indestructible is that no amount of damage is lethal damage. To put Incongruity in this deck to deal with Indestructible dudes, we already have the Entrancing Melodies. That's the best way to do it. You're saying if hypothetically it read lethal damage instead of dies. Yes. Yeah, because lethal damage, you basically say there is no... do I want to exile this? Yeah, because... yeah, I do. You know, we also could have Shivan Fired it now that I think about it. Let's think about the Entrancing Melody in this. So our opponents had a very slow start, so we would expect things to really pick up in these next few turns. And get shut down. Niv seems pretty weak. I'll actually hold on to this, because then I'm going to immediately send it to the graveyard. Oof. Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really good. I kind of wanted to keep Shivan Fire because this deck tends to run Hostage Takers as a way to deal with the Nivs, with the Nivsies. So you just blow up the Hostage Taker real fast. Alright. Hey, hey, it's a Hostage Taker. That's so generous of you. Yeah, let's keep that one in the library. Well, I have nowhere near enough for Niv, man. I'm blind. Yeah, we're librarying this for sure. Transform, 100%. The Niv-Mizzet. Resolve. Alright, cool. So we'll probably be Sinister Sabotaging and using Search for Azcanta to fish for another one. Need some red Landos. We may not even... We may save our Sinister Sabotage, because having Niv out with a Sinister Sabotage is, like, super good. Yeah, I mean, Expansion Explosion's, like, very good. Bam! Okay, so... Entrancing Melodies seem pretty dang nice here, yeah. So I think like the Entrancing Melodies, the Lava Coilies. When do we cut the opts? Fiery Cannonade just seems a little weak in this matchup. Niv I don't mind having 2 of, because Niv is like so powerful. Is Biogenic Ooze a reasonable sub-in? I think this is actually good. I'm not sure what to cut. The Sinister Sabotage does feel a smidgy bit awkward. Like, do I cut... Maybe the search for Azcanta is a little slow and we get rid of that. What do we cut? Someone help me out here. What do I cut? What do I cut? I think I cut 2 Shivan Fires. I think keeping 2 in is fine. Growth Spiral seems so good. I think I actually cut the search for Azcanta. I think I need to have a really stable early game. I think I have a real hard time knowing when to cut the search for Azcantas. And the ops, like when do I cut opt? Because it's like these cards that are just like so easy to cast and they always feel good when you cast them. I love it. Oh my god. Woohoo! We have a 61 card deck. Are you serious? Am I messing up? I think I don't do that. How'd I get to 61? Durst. I could have sworn we didn't mess that one up. I mean, that's fundamental. I think I actually syncopate this. I cannot. Let me just do this to get the land down. Perfect. Oh, I should have opted. Opt can get killed, but I mean, I assume our opponent's going to go for the Sinister Sabotage anyways. Pretty sure we have a 60 card deck. I mean, we can count. We have 6. Right, we have 5 here, 3 here, so that's 8. We have 3 here, that's 11, and 1149. No, we have the right amount. That's a funky one. Was not expecting to see you. I think just killing 2's good. Feels good. FIFA sanity, huh? Well, fuck. It's an interesting one to see there. I'm getting bing bong here. I mean, I gotta do it. I mean, that feels pretty good to get, huh? I get to get rid of this threat, which is their card advantage. Boy, that was a dangerous one to select. Woo. Ow, ow. Liver Flaps, I was a huge fan of your Wasteland gameplay. Oh my god, I've not thought about Wasteland in ages. Oh my god, Wasteland 2, I forgot about that. Any thought of playing Kenshi on stream? I have not considered playing Kenshi. Not entirely sure yet what my opinion on Kenshi even is. Let's get that one out. Okay. Kenshi is a really interesting game. It's like it's a very simulated world kind of thing, where it's kind of like the true RPG style, where it's like this game is actually straight up about living in this RPG world. Whoa, my bones. That is going to be a tricky pickle for sure. No, 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 come on in. I think I have to. I have to. So there's one creature in all graveyards, which is this Lava Coil. So now it has Summoning Sickness, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna go down. Is there a way to kill that Thief of Sanity? I'm not sure. I'm not sure there is. Yeah, that resolves. Hello, Vivienne. This little build up here is a pain. Kenshi is like one of those games, it's like true RPG, where you are going to live in a world and you get to do whatever the heck you want. Ugh. Farts. Alright, we lose this one. What was the reasoning behind not syncopating the Thief of Sanity? I could not syncopate the Thief of Sanity, unfortunately. It was not an option. I think I'm actually going to go down, down, up, up. It seems to be correct. Do I want to put in Crushing Canopies? It's a little bit limited. And I'm just not that especially scared of Eldest Reborn. It doesn't really do terribly much against us. Do I want to reduce the number of explosions and expansions? I think I like that as is. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to have a good balance of answers to the threats, because Fiery Cannonade is typically not the best in this matchup. We have to mulligan. Fuck. Alright. Sometimes you gotta mull to 5 and that just sucks. Alright. Let's keep it. Intercept. Well, it looks like we'll at least have somewhat of a better curve out. Like, if I can get Expansion Explosion and a Wilderness Reclamation out. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Mull to 5 and then double duress. I mean, what are you gonna do? Got him. Fuck. Yeah, I can't. It's hard to win with no cards. Double duress is fine. It's the mull to 5 that sucked. I mean, this is like the worst possible run out. This is like the most perfect draw I've ever seen. Fuck, man. I'm just gonna switch to a fast deck and just hit Diamond real quick. Boo boo choo. Incoming white weenie man, you know it. Plausibly, if we get, nothing helps us, right? Because we just get Vraska and we die. Alright, that's game. Well, shit. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to use a restroom. Do the coffee, the water. It's not going to be a terribly long break. I'm just thinking easy 5 minutes for duration. Yeah.